Learn how to contest 7'4" bigs in this game today. Learn how to jump contest. But when I jump, I'm out of position. Listen, in basketball, you have to jump to cover the window. It is also a mental game factor that makes opponents scared and makes them understand that you're willing to jump at them and contest their shot. If you just stay flat on your feet, that gives them a certain comfortability. Now you see I blocked this shot from behind, from the side. Dynamic. Diagonal. It's the same way when you have dribble guys or dribble heads who do diagonal down dribble moves. Why don't you think you can jump diagonally? Now here's a game versus a 7'4" where I played bad defense and I realize that and I take accountability. Look, I'm flat-footed. That's auto contest. Somebody, oh, I'm in his grill. No, in real reality, if you really play against a good shooter who's really knocked down, he can shoot over you like that. That's just being honest. That's just natural basketball. That's not no, oh, it's too OP. Now, don't think I'm not saying there shouldn't be a touch because it's being abused. Now, look right here. I'm flat-footed again, and I jump late. Some people be like, oh, no, I'm there. Like, honestly, no. When you watch that, he crabbed me. Slow down. I got crabbed. What do I tell y'all? Whack-a-mole. That's like my best example. You really have to be right on top of the head. Don't take that the wrong way. But I was cooking, bro. Like, I'm getting real buckets on him, like creating space, you know? And this is just like you have to be so on point and a timing thing and a height thing and a wingspan perspective. You guys have to understand this to really see. Relax. If any video deserves 1K, this does. I've been doing this, giving gems, defensive tutorials, how to stop the cheese, how to go against the cheese, get you some real armor, some real equipment to be able to go to war properly. You see him, he's just trying to do his dribble moves, go crazy to pick me up. He couldn't, because that's just that anticipation, knowing this is what these type of players want. When you know this is what he wants to do, this crab, it's really a timing thing. People will say, oh, Challenger doesn't work. It's like, no, bro. They made that badge just more where it's less working in your favor, like an automatic badge, like how Intimidator was back in the older 2Ks. I have some crazy clips. Watch this full video. The ending is this is like the craziest defensive tips you will ever get, okay? On top of the last video I gave you guys, make sure you go check it out. It's already at 15K. So he got that dub. Cool. Pay attention. I really want you guys to look at my feet. Look at when he jumps. Would you not call that fair? He does a snatch. Look at this. I jump late. We have to take accountability. If you want to become an elite defender and stop these guys and get them a little bit scary, sometimes you're going to mess up. Sometimes you're going to pull your stick down a little bit slower and he may get the snatch off and get the crab before you do. It's like a getting to the window first type of thing. You have to line your body up a certain way. How do you think they lose to other players? And then it comes down to who missed and player gets nervous. This is how 2K has always been. You got to get a player nervous. You got to do certain weird things, contest in a certain different way, have matchups to match up against players. Look at Dirk out here. We got another 7'4" Dirk shooting over my teammates. Here's where it gets juicy, people, and we teach you the real proper gems. So I'm on a 7'1" Wimby build. No perimeter defense. A lot of people, I got 99 perimeter. Oh, Mike Wayne, I got 99. One thing 2K doesn't do is tell people when there's been changes made to the game. They kind of want to leave it like a, what is it called? Easter egg, if you ever played that in other games, guys. And you have to undiscover it for yourself. And block is the true challenging like nature, but it's like 2K tries it. Like, I don't know if they did that on purpose or not, but they wanted you have to stack block and perimeter. And height factors in more than any other year. If you're taller than another player, you have that advantage when you're jumping off the ground, depending on what base you're using, and hitting a pure green window. Remember, we are still playing a pro play game where they're trying to make it realistic basketball, even though they give us all this fast, super speedy stuff. No cap. No perimeter D. No cap. No challenger. Height's a real thing. And challenger still works when you go on, like if you want to make a 6, whatever's the lowest build where you can get challenger, maybe 6'9", long wingspan, it will still work. It's just you're jumping in your timing. It's a whack-a-mole system, and you have to line yourself up with the player in the ball. You can't just think because you're in front of him. That's like video game, that's like basic video game thinking. You have to understand there's a computer system. There's like frameware where matching up bodies and computers. Like you have to think that way. Oh, there's a computer system reading I'm this close to him. Look at this jump. We get a contest on him and we get a stop, leading to the game-winning shot. Now look at this play. This is crucial. Look how I run like straight, like a straight line into his body. I'm matching my body up with his body. Okay? We're down. This is the play to win the game. People, oh, there's no defense in 2K. It is. It's just like a tighter window. Look at it like, if I could put it in your mind and make you see it a new way, like, you know how there's a pure green window now, everything is like 2K25 defense. It's like how the offense was so like tight on 2K25 and the pure green, it was the RNG window. It's like that's kind of how defense is. Now look, I jump right, like that's the perfect jump. And he has a low jump shot. He's not using a good jump shot, but we're going to go to a next game where we're playing against a player using Jonathan Isaac. But that gives us the dub, right? You see, like, come on. Imagine having the vertical up on this build. Imagine having just everything up on him. He's at a doo-doo state right now. Now here we are playing against a Jonathan Isaac. Now this player, he shot a 3 and missed. We was winning with him. We was streaking up, but I guess he couldn't hit his threes and he rage quit. So our PG quit. I'm on a doo-doo Wemby build right now. He's fired. The build is super fire, but his stats right now, he's at a doo-doo level. He's not there yet. He's really not at his prime. Now look at this. Snatch. This is a late jump. Look at my feet. Flat. And I get the late jump on him. Okay? Please pay attention to that. Green, right in my grill. And he's flexing. Now, I understand that's on me because I understand the whack-a-mole system, how I have to jump on the same timing with him. Literally. And that's how defense is in real life. But it's like 2K used to have badges work for us. These are the dummy jumps right here, people. And I want to watch. I'll show you guys an NBA clip of people jumping on shots. I don't know why people think that's like some fake thing. And you see he doesn't get the shot this time.
This is how you can get your defenders to jump out their shoes. When your defenders are trying to close out quickly, use a ball fake into a swing attack. This will immediately open up the lane. Keep your eyes up, and if you see the opening, you gotta go to the rim and finish strong. This is how you can get your...
Now, I believe that's Miles Turner. And you see people two defenders are jumping on him. One jumped in the air and one stayed flat on the ground. But you have to cover that window up. You don't want a person to get it hot. It's a whole bunch of details. It's just like in a video game. You don't want a person to get close to their takeover, close to his deep bomber. You know, so it's certain things you just want to eliminate his shot attempts, eliminate his confidence from the rip. And the jumping is the only way to fully stop it. Your teammates are supposed to help. It's supposed to be help D. Like somebody's supposed to close in a little bit, maybe force a little pass to the corner. You close out real quick enough. Look how I'm jumping on him now. He's just trying to force him up. We're getting the perfect jumps. No contest pops up where it's like good contest or anything like that. But we want to show you something right here. Look at this. Good contest actually pops up right here on the post, man. We even stop in the post. You have to jump, people. And it's like whack-a-mole. You're not always going to get it in time the green window, but it's an actual green window. 2K just doesn't show it, bro. If they showed it, it would be like them showing the green rebounds. Every time you get a good contest, it'll show a green. Like, they could do the same thing, but they don't. Right here, we jump. Come on, people. Remember, you want to turn that hoodoo guard off because sometimes it turns you. It'll mess up your jumps. Look at this. I already knew it was a mismatch and he was going to try to do this pass fake bullshit. And look when I jump. Look at it. Look at the side. Look at the synchronicity. Look how we're synchronized. And he falls on his ass. Oh, I got a foul. No, I'm telling you, there's like a right space you have to be jumping with him. A right timing that the game will register and it will read. If I was able to get this play and make it happen on the screen for you to see it, right? To know that it can exist in reality, you should understand that you can make this happen multiple times. This is what will play out when you really jump on it properly. That's how it will look. Look what popped up. Good shot contest. Stop sleeping. Look at the score. 15-8. We're down. I'm jumping in the windows now. Jummy dumps. Oh, I said jummy dumps. Jummy dumps. What is jummy? Now, when I do these slow down clips, this is what I want you guys to pay attention to the most. This is dummy jumps. I'm jumping because I want him to think, oh, I'm out the window. And you got to remember, when you have pogo stick, I've been doing this for a while, so I'm a little expert at it. I know he wants to do this little snatch and then get into the like green window. It like makes it a little bit more better shot for him. Or he wants to get a certain crab on the line. Right here is not the shot he wants. And you see we jump again and look what happens. Get on the ground. Good shot contest. Oh, we're slowing this. You're watching this clip again. Yes, you are. You want to really learn? Oh, you can't jump from the side. Yes, you have to jump into his body. Sometimes you get a foul, sometimes you don't. I'm telling you guys. I've been saying this even since 25. Jump. It's a crazy shot as is that they're taking. Look at this. I jump on the side of his body. It's like match the timing he shoots. If I wanted to dumb it down in a simple way for you guys, match the timing he shoots. Try to jump with him at the same time. Try to jump. If people were dancing at the same time, that's what you have to do. Jump with him the same time. The taller you are, the better you get a contest. The longer your wingspan, the better you get a contest. So you can have like 6'8", but the wingspan got to be OD long, like the max wingspan. And then you have to have the vert, everything else. And some people are not going down those routes. They're still trying to make the builds offensive wise and not primarily pair defense. When this game is super offense, why there's no pair defense? That's crazy. How strong an offense this game is. No, I have the build and I have the video coming soon, but I haven't seen one person like, geez, no shooting, just pair defense, vert, extra, stand and dunk, straight, just role player, dirty work, man. Look at this. We're starting to tee up now. And I'm playing my role. See, this is the true big man, how you play your role. I know this man can shoot. He got a burner. I'm playing my role. I'm letting him cook. 17-13. Dot. Look at this. Pulling. He's not wasting no time. We ain't scared of the Giants. We ain't scared of the Giants. Look at this. I'm jumping on it already. Once again, people, dummy jumps. You see he's trying to do that BS pass fake. And I'm already doing my dummy jump to pre-stop it. And look, I get the block. Good shot contest. So that's like a little glitch I just figured out right there. Glitch in the 7-4 matrix. Pow! Teammate hits another 3. I hope these gems enlighten you. Dummy jump. You got to scare him. Teammate playing good perimeter D. He passes it instead of being the tough 7-4 and just shooting the contest, though. I don't even have to jump this time. He's so thrown off and out of it. Wait till I go play some comp and show you guys, like, yo, this is like defensive tutorials are dropping on top of stack, stack, stack. They're coming. W, role player, dirty work. I don't need the score. And this build's a scoring build. Once again, people, hit that like. Please subscribe. I'm going to have the gems that'll get you right. And when the patch comes out, if they do touch this and patch it, you'll be thanking me, because you'll be even more elite when you contest people's shots. You'll know now when you go in your builder, oh, they made it. Oh, you're going to know how to make your build probably this year because you have a build pre-spec and you can do this before. No, we're too stimulated. They know this. They're too stimulated. It's just like when you go to the carnival, you ain't get to go to all the rides. You was just too hyped, or whatever the case was. You know, it's like a vibe like that. Like, you just ain't get to everything. Some type of place where you could go and you ain't get to get to everything yet. And they didn't let you know that block is the real key to getting good contest around that perimeter. The perimeter D is just for like the lateral, and you get the ability to have the challenger badge. Maybe it affects leaps in certain ways, but block is the real true king. And it's not even truly block. We can say it's height. You have to have another 7'4" out there that has defense and that's staying close to the 7'4" that has the offense and jumping and timing. But does people want to play like that? Do people want to sacrifice? Say, oh, I'm going to make a 7'4" that has crazy defense, high wingspan, make the max perimeter, it can go on it, make the max block. I went 99 block because Wemby actually has that, and it's fire. I can already feel like using it on a 90. Yeah, it's super fire. And I already had a feeling like, yo, block, going to have to matter at some point. They changed up so much stuff. Shifty shooter's not tied to standing shots anymore, so it feels good having set shot specialists on a high level because that really just prioritizes to that. Like, they don't really go deep and make these changes known, and it's like, can you guys at least let the community know that? Or I don't, because some people end up still being confused and then they mess up on their builds. And if you guys are really watching this video and learning, 9 times out of 10 you're probably going to change and make your build differently. I honestly made an SGA build, and it was like 6, his actual height. I made him actually 6'8", and no, because the way how this game is, the high offense, you have to have a certain block and perimeter stack combo to actually get way better contests, scare defenders. Doesn't mean you're going to be able to stop everybody, because some people are good enough to get you on a peak, whatever the case is, and you're not contesting at the best level. So you have to also take that accountability as well, people. You have to take that accountability as well. But if you get a build like this, the Wemby build I have, 7'1", the long wingspan, the 7'2" wingspan, come on. You see what you can do. You can stop it. Imagine a pair defense one. Like, really imagine. You have to think, like, I can show all the gems, people. Hit that like, subscribe. More bangers coming soon. I'll see y'all in the next one.